At 6, John Jensen investigates what's being done about it. Watch Buyer Beware.
Then at 11,
Watch this.
Joel Siegel continues his special report on making movie magic.
Watch Buyer Beware at 6.
And special effects at 11 tonight on Eyewitness News.
The West Coast has the sunshine and the girls so tan and trim. Sipping diet sun-kissed, keeps them California slim. Diet sun-kissed.
Diet Sun-Kissed Orange Soda. A bright, bubbly taste from Sun-Kissed. Slim, trim, and sugar-free.
Wish you all could be California. Diet sun-kissed. Diet sun-kissed.
Channel 7 is hot.
Gunther, do you have a minute? Captain would like to talk to you.
Sure, Mrs. Carr.
Yes. Mrs. Saxon? No, I wasn't, but I'll come right out to get her. Thank you. Geraldine.
Hello,
What a
Giles.
surprise.
I'm sorry to barge in without an appointment.
No, it's quite all right. It's always a pleasure to see you. Sit down.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you?
Listen to a confession of my sins.
What?
Actually, they're sins of omission, Derek. I should have come to you sooner.
With what? What's this all about?
I'm sure that you and your investigating officers are somewhat puzzled by what has become known as Walter Gantz's other case.
Yes, you're quite right. I'm still trying to get a handle on it.
I'm here to provide one. You see, I am the other case.
You?
Furthermore, I'm responsible for Schuyler and Raven hiding from you what they know about it.
Geraldine, that's a very serious thing you're admitting to, withholding evidence.
I know. I'm here to make amends. And simply hope that our long friendship will keep me out of jail.
Maybe you better tell me all about this.
I asked Schuyler and Raven to keep quiet about their investigation. Furthermore, I am paying them to continue it.
You can't be totally responsible because they are enjoying themselves too much.
Maybe so. But under the circumstances, let me say how much I regret hiring those two.
What circumstances?
Are you aware of a green van that was following Walter Gantz before he was murdered?
Yes, I read about it in one of my detective's reports.
Well, now, that same green van is following Schuyler and Raven.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Secret, strong enough for a man but made for a woman. And by Mild Ivory Liquid. It helps hands stay young-looking.
Would you believe I'm 25? Same here.
One of these skaters isn't 25. Dwan Smith is 37 with a family of 3. They both look so young.
But do their hands look young? They do.
I've always taken care of myself, especially my hands. When these hands do dishes, it's with Ivory liquid. The name Ivory has always meant mildness to me, so I know it'll be gentle. The rich suds help my hands stay young-looking dish after dish.
Have you guessed yet? Who's 37?
I'm Dwan.
You don't look 37.
Oh, thanks. I think the skating helps.
What helps your hands look so young?
Oh, that would be my Ivory liquid. You know, you can't beat it for mildness. I'll race you, kid.
Mild Ivory liquid helps hands look young.
Come on, Josh.
Sally, I said I'd work out with you, but not in this.
Oh, honey, baby blue's your color.
Sal, where I grew up, wearing baby blue in a gym could be dangerous.
Oh, okay. Just hand me my secret, huh?
Here.
Oh, that's yours. I need my secret solid.
Now, why do we have two antiperspirants?
Because secret works. And working out without it could really be dangerous.
But my spray's strong.
Honey, secret helps me stay drier. And I stay nice to work out next to.
Stronger than mine? I'll try it.
Josh, secret's for women. Goes on silky, dry, and smell.
Pretty.
Not like a guy.
Yeah, but if it's strong...
Oh, honey, remember? Baby blue isn't your color.
Secret's strong enough for a man.
But made for a woman.
Geraldine, why would you hire Walter Gantz in the first place?
I'm sure you know that WMON has had 2 exclusive news breaks recently.
Yes. Peter Nevin's sensational expose on the brokerage firm and also his story on Sky. Everybody wants to know where he gets his information.
Most of all, I've been wondering. But Peter has been very circumspect about his source, pleading confidentiality. So, in any case, this mysterious source made me exceedingly nervous about Peter's safety. So I hired Gantz to protect him.
You think that Peter Nevins was the murderous target and not Nicole?
Yes.
In the beginning, there may have been some question, Geraldine, but now I'm certain that Nicole was the intended victim all along.
Then my fears were unfounded. And yet, this entire situation has made me very uneasy. You know, Derek, in the entire history of modern news journalism, I'm quite sure there has never been a source like this one. One single person who knows the carefully guarded secrets of a brokerage house, who knew in detail that Spencer Varney was going to try to rob Schuyler of his entire estate, and now who promises Peter Nevins a 3rd revelation. Now, all of these, seemingly totally unconnected.
I see what you mean. A source is usually someone somewhere on the inside, but this source seems to be everywhere.
Precisely.
Any idea what the next story is?
None. Peter will say only that it's something that will split this town wide open. Although I don't think even Peter knows what it is as yet.
You have an idea who the source is, even a remote one?
No, I'm afraid not. But Schuyler and Raven think it's a man they saw on a stakeout with Gantz one night.
Oh, yes, the man with the limp. Well, if Peter Nevins was the other man, that makes sense.
Yes, but Peter will not confirm that.
Geraldine, thank you very much. You have cleared up a few things for me.
Yeah. As I said, Derek, I'm sorry I didn't come to you before. Now, would you like to arrest me?
Geraldine, stop that. But your information certainly has tied Walter Gantz's murder to WMON. And it explains why the station's phone number was in his office. But I still don't see any connection with Nicole's murder. And I'm sure there is a connection somewhere.
Hi, you Red?
Hi.
Hungry, huh?
Yes.
Me too.
Hey,
Whoa. You know, you're looking better every day.
I am not a sandwich.
I don't know. You look good enough to nibble on to me.
What do I have to do to get through to you? Take out an ad in a comic book?
What?
Yeah, between the correspondence schools and the Harris stores. Gunther Wagner, get lost.
Yeah, well, I think you're the one that's lost in space. I just thought you might be something more interesting for you to do for your lunch hour, that's all.
You come near me, and I'll tell Cliff.
Oh, yeah? That's the best laugh I've had today. That wimp can't do anything to keep me from doing what I want to do.
Oh, yeah? And why not?
For the same reason that he had to help me out when I had that little misunderstanding with the cops.
What is that supposed to mean?
Hello, Mitzi.
Oh, Mrs. Carr, hi. Boy, am I glad to see you.
Well, thanks. I'm glad to see you.
Can I talk to you for a minute? Privately?
Uh-huh, of course.
All right, I'll see you around. Gee.
I can't stand it when he gets that close to me. I feel like we're in the same shirt.
Mm-hmm. You mean you feel crowded?
I feel mobbed.
Yeah.
Mrs. Carr, I really want to thank you for adding that extra scene for me.
That's all right. Gavin and I thought that Daisy should have a little extra something.
Well, thanks. Any chance of there being a little extra something more?
Well, let's just see how this plays as is, and I'll think about it.
Oh, great, thanks. And hey, you know me. I'll play it to the hilt.
Yeah, I know.
Am I too early?
No, Giles. In fact, you're right on time.
I am quite looking forward to our luncheon. And I don't mind one bit admitting it's because you are the company.
What a nice thing to say.
I only hope that I shall be as good a companion in return.
Why wouldn't you be?
I'm sorry, Geraldine. It was a thoughtless remark. Nothing more.
No, nonsense. Something's troubling you. What is it?
Well, it's the same trifling matter that I mentioned before. Family business, actually. But it very likely could force me to leave for London far sooner than I'd planned. Oh, it's a devilish business, really. But there doesn't seem to be any help for it.
Dear, that is bad news. How soon would you have to go back?
A matter of days, actually. Oh, why should I try to make a secret of it? Leaving Monticello would be a cause for deep distress for me because, dear lady, my acquaintance with you has given me so much happiness here.
Giles, really?
It's quite true, you know. Do you know, I gave my driver a raise only because he bumped into your car.
Now, that's delightful.
Good. I've made you laugh at last. I shall try to sustain the mood through luncheon. Oh, but there's one thing. If you don't mind, although my car is out of the repair shop, I've given my driver the day off. I had to come by taxi.
Oh, that's no problem. We'll take my car.
Oh, you're so very kind.
Giles, I do wish you were able to confide in me the nature of your business worries.
My dear lady, I must decline once more. Not out of lack of trust, you understand, but simply a national trait of reserve. A habit of generations, I'm afraid.
Oh, yes. I know all about British reserve. But I warn you, I shall try to breach the walls.
How absolutely grand of you to want to try. Super.
Hey, John Edwards, you're treating that puppy like a dog. Robin Lynn, don't treat your puppy like a dog. Kit Miller, are you treating your puppy like a dog?
Oh, no. Dog food is for dogs. My puppy gets puppy food. Puppy Chow brand puppy food. I know puppies need more nutrition, and Purina Puppy Chow has it.
Good for you, Kit Miller.
No, good for him.
Don't treat your puppy like a dog.
No.
Give him Puppy Chow.
My starch comes out too stiff. Mine comes out too starchy.
Not new spray and starch. It makes clothes come out beautifully.
My starch doesn't come out at all.
New spray and starch comes out beautifully. It's the first fabric finish ever in the no-clog trigger sprayer. And what a look. Crisp without being stiff. Get new spray and starch. Comes out beautifully.
All right, Vanessa, you know why you're here, don't you? Yeah.
Before we begin, I'd like you to state that you're here of your own free will.
I am. And you've not been a victim of any coercion? No.
Derek?
All right. We already know about the connection between your friend Harlan Sully Sullivan and the hired killer, Steve Markham.
E.J. Pond was about to give us information against you when he was fatally stabbed.
We've got strong evidence that Sully instructed Markham to kill Pond on your behalf.
If I tell you what you want to know, how do I make out?
You'll stand trial, but only as an accessory and offender of stolen goods.
All right. Sully did offer to waste DJ Pond. I said no thanks. But one thing is sure. If Sully went ahead anyway, Steve Markham is the man he'd choose for the job. They're like brothers, those two.
Keep your hands in your pockets, mister. Hey, keep your hands in your pockets, mister.
Hi, Mitzi.
Hi.
Hey, you know, Mitzi, you shouldn't talk to yourself. People think you're weird.
I am rehearsing my line. My lines. Mrs. Carr added a scene for me.
Terrific.
Yeah? I guess they know talent when they see it.
Cliff, what does Gunther mean when he says you can't do anything to stop him bothering me?
Has he been hassling you again?
Yep. And how in the world did he talk you and Dee Dee into representing him?
You better tell her, Dee Dee. Whole thing gets me too angry.
Well, Mitzi, the truth is that Gunther threatened to fire you from the play if we didn't.
Why, that big overstuffed turkey. I'll quit.
No.
That's what I
Not anything of the kind. Look, I know how important this is to you. Look, theater's in your blood. This is where...
Well, well. If it isn't Nelson and Bannister, attorneys at law.
It's glad you to remember us. Yeah. Glad you've forgotten some other things.
What's that?
Came down here to get our bill, payment in full, right now.
Sue me.
Why didn't I just hit him right off?
Because you're too much of a gentleman.
Because he's twice your size.
Cliff, don't worry. We'll think of something. We'll think of some way to get even.
Well, Vannefer certainly didn't hesitate to sink his teeth into Sully and Markham, did he?
At least with his evidence, one case may be checked off the list.
Well, I like that feeling.
Well, don't let it last too long. There's a hell of a lot to be cleared off the books before November, besides Pond's murder.
The elections, I know, I haven't forgotten.
Then maybe you can solve some other cases between now and then without my help?
Mike?
I'm sorry, Derek. That wasn't necessary.
You've been a little tense around here lately, Mike. Is there something wrong?
Despite the fact that I've seen more of you in the past few weeks than I have of my wife, everything is just fine.
Look, don't put me off on this one anymore, all right? I have a public out there panting with anticipation, waiting for the... Hold it, I've got some company. You call me back later? What the hell do you think you're doing?
Well, I have as much right to be here as you do. Breathing down my neck? Look, I was just waiting to make a call.
Yeah, I sure do like rehearsing here at home, boys.
Gets us a whole lot closer to your blue ribbon cooking, Loretta.
Sounds like you're ringing the dinner bell. All right.
Your southern fried chicken is music to my mouth.
That's my Crisco fried chicken, and Crisco's what makes it taste so crunchy.
No greasy taste here.
Is this a new pie, Loretta? Oh, the filling's new. It's strawberry and cream cheese. But I always use Crisco for the crust. Is that why it tastes so good? Hey, shame on you. Everyone knows you can't beat Crisco for pie crust. Even the bottom layer is flaky. And Crisco has no cholesterol. Anybody for seconds.
Seconds? I'm rehearsing for thirds.
Look for my Crisco recipes in your Crisco cookbook. Crisco will do you proud every time.
Remember roller rinks? I always skated with my Steady Eddie in my favorite white pleated skirt, at least till creepy Jimmy Carlson started showing off.
But Mom cleaned it with Cheer and hot water. Today, I wash differently, in more warm and cold water. And Cheer knows it. That's why today's all-temperature Cheer is so tough and warm and cold. How tough? Tough enough to clean these in warm, and tough enough to clean this collar in cold, and without pre-treating. Here's that collar. Cheer cleaned it in cold without pre-treating. And these, Cheer did great and warm. See? Cheer's changed with the times. Even roller skating's changed. But I think I can adapt.
In today's cooler temperatures, you can trust today's cheer.
It was a lovely luncheon, Giles. Thank you.
No, I am in your debt, dear lady.
Shall I have my driver take you back to the Monticello Arms?
No. Thank you just the same. I have to run some errands, you see.
Come in.
Oh, excuse me.
Mr. Etheridge, Mr. Hathaway, our news director.
How do you do? Mr. Hathaway, my pleasure, sir. Well, I don't want to be in the way, so I'll say goodbye.
Goodbye, Giles.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Well, Stan, what can I do for you?
Mrs. Saxon, I just can't continue to spy on Peter Nevins for you.
I didn't look on it as spying, Stan. For his protection.
Pardon me for asking, but are you sure about that?
That was my original intention. Perhaps now the stakes have changed slightly.
Well, I would appreciate it if you'd let me off the hook. It's become unpleasant. Peter's already threatened me once.
Threatened you? When?
Late one night here at the studio. Look, Mrs. Saxon, I'm a TV director, not James Bond. I'm just not equipped for this intrigue.
Sorry, Stan. I shouldn't have placed you in that unpleasant position. Let's just forget the whole thing, shall we?
Thanks, Mrs. Saxon. Thanks a lot.
Did you want to see me, Mr. Wagner?
Claire, come in. Yes, I did want to see you, and well, the more I see of you, the better I like it. I wanted to have a little chat with you today about authenticity. A very important element in the theater, right? Especially the love scenes. You see, I've always felt that we should pay a lot of attention to the love scenes. Realism, that's what sells.
But I don't have any love scenes. I don't even have any lines.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. How would you like to have a bigger part in this play?
Oh, Mr. Wagner, I'd do anything for a bigger part.
Oh, well, that's the kind of attitude I like.
But all the speaking roles are already cast.
Yes, I know, but I'm not altogether pleased with the actress that's playing the part of Daisy. I think that you could do it a lot better. Excuse me, Mrs. Carr, now, I'm having a little business talk here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see.
Now, about those love scenes.
But Daisy doesn't have any love scenes either.
Well, she does now. If you play your cards right. Huh? I could make a star out of you.
Hello, may I help you?
Use sandpaper to clean your bathtub? Ridiculous. Yet, if you're cleaning with scouring powder, you're probably using the same harsh, sketchy abrasives found in this sandpaper, and that can be rough on your tub. That's why Soft Scrub is better. It's a liquid cleanser that cleans like a scouring powder, but because it has milder abrasives, it doesn't scratch like one. Soft Scrub cleans even tough soap scum like this, but leaves no sandy grit. Try Soft Scrub. Cleans like a scouring powder, but doesn't scratch like one.
Uh-oh. Sink's clogged up. Better call the plumber.
That's a bad clog.
Better call the plumber. Probably soap and hair.
Better
call the plumber. No.
Oh, no. Liquid Plumber is the one to call for clogs.
Watch how Liquid Plumber Drain Opener works on tough clogs like hair. Its heavy-duty power totally liquefies the clog. So for tough clogs like hair,
Better call the plumber.
better call Liquid Plumber.
Great day in the morning, in the afternoon.
Loving is happiness for Meryl and Doug.
But there's also a kind of love that's almost frightening. The attraction is so overpowering. I've met someone.
He's married, isn't he?
Loving.
Are you, looking for someone?
Well, actually, I, well, if I may say so, may I introduce myself? My name is Giles Etheridge. I'm a visitor from London, a friend of Geraldine Saxon.
Yes, of course. How do you do, Mr. Etheridge? I'm Nancy Carr.
Oh, what a pleasure. Well, Mrs. Saxon told me that she had invested in a play. Now, I am quite a follower of British stage, but I don't know anything about the colonial variety. So I thought I'd just pop in and see how it all worked.
Well, would you like me to show you around the theater?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of intruding on your busy day. Oh, no, please. Thank you so much, my dear lady. Thank you, and goodbye.
Nancy. Goodbye,
Nancy.
Mr. Etheridge. Yes.
Who's that?
A friend of Geraldine's from London. Strangest thing. What? The jacket he's wearing is the exact same as the jacket we're using in the play.
Look, I'm sorry about the interruption earlier. The traffic gets a little heavy around here sometimes. Anyway, quit stalling me, would you?
Patience is a virtue, Mr. Nevins. After all, you've done very well from the last 2 tips you were given.
Well, I can't rely on the past. Got to have something new.
And the networks are considering you for bigger and better things, aren't they?
How'd you know that?
You must realize by now, I know all sorts of things.
What about the story on my car?
Soon.
And it's big.
My car will be finished as DA. In fact, he'll be finished in Monticello, period.
As the world wakes up, I wake up. The Apres way, with a pre-apricot facial scrub. It's different. Apres is a natural fiber scrub that deep cleans to gently wash away those dead skin cells you wake up with every morning. With Apres, your face will glow, feel revitalized. A pre-apricot facial scrub and replenishing lotion. Wake up the Apres way.
Welchkins, wake up!
But it's the middle of the night.
But our grapes are at their peak of perfection right now. And for Welch's grape juice, that's the only time we pick 'em. So get picking. See, now they taste as sweet as can be.
Delicious.
So naturally delicious, we never add artificial flavors or colors. That's Welch's grape juice.
Take it from the Welchkins.
Nobody else's tastes better than Welch's. Keep picking.
Look for Welch's coupons in Sunday, July 31st newspapers.
Tonight, the fall guy gets caught in the middle of a moonshine war when he drops in on the good old boys back home. Then Sean Connery is back as 007 in the James Bond adventure that began it all. Dr. No, an ABC movie special. Tomorrow at 8, 7 Central and Mountain, J.R.R. Tolkien's hobbits fight the powers of darkness in an animated fantasy that stirs the heart. The Return of the King on the ABC Thursday night movie.
Thursday on 2020, they drive too fast, too far, too long. Hugh Downs asks, could you fall victim to a killer truck? Plus the future of Poland. A Barbara Walters exclusive interview with military leader Jaruzelski. And Geraldo Rivera staying alive with Stallone and Travolta, Thursday.
Iceberg lettuce makes more salads than you can shake a stick at.
Lettuce entertains you.
California iceberg lettuce.
On the 5 o'clock Eyewitness News today, the life and career of Frank Reynolds. The highly respected anchorman of ABC's World News Tonight died early today. We'll have a full report, including reactions from friends and colleagues, Dan Rather and Tom Brokaw. And we'll also have this report.
To nobody's surprise, Mayor Cott signs a bill, hiking his pay by $30 grand, and other city officials by communicating.
Great day in the morning, in the afternoon.
On Loving,
If you still want to marry me, the answer is yes.
Meryl could share a lifetime of happiness with Doug, but she's haunted by another kind of loving. And on Ryan's Hope, the trap is set for an assassin when Siobhan puts her life on the line to stop a murder.
Drop it!
Loving Ryan's Hope. Weekdays.
Want to run away? I do. Join me. Join me Tuesday, August 2nd. Right up in Three's Company.
Step into something irresistible. Step into Diet Pepsi. Step into something irresistible. Step into Diet Pepsi. Put your lips to that Pepsi taste. Step into that 1 calorie waste. Step into something irresistible. Step into Diet Pepsi.
America, you're gonna win! Get the winning feeling. Make your tan more appealing. That's the winning feeling of Vaseline Intensive Care.
Now there's new herbal and aloe intensive care lotion. A soothing combination that wins out over sun-dried skin.
It helps heal dryness, makes your tan look better, longer.
Make your tan more appealing. Get the winning feeling with Vaseline Intensive Care.
Premiering Wednesday
You have to wait for the right woman.
from the producer of General Hospital,
Please behave not tonight.
The Hamptons, a haven for the rich, a refuge for the powerful.
I loved making love to a drum.
Mother, open your eyes. He can't stand the sight of you.
Premiering Wednesday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain.
I hate to see beauty go to waste.
The Hamptons, the hottest place to spend your summer vacation.
If John Travolta is a smash in Staying Alive, 2 young dancers play a big part. And this week's People tells you all about these exciting newcomers. People also covers Liz Taylor's troubles on Broadway.
And don't miss People's report on Jaws 3 in 3D. Then a top teacher tells who's to blame for America's poor schools. Plus a different Parker Stevenson, Madeline Kahn, and much more.
So pick up this week's People, for yourself or your family, starring John Travolta and 2 new stars in Staying Alive. People is published by Time Life.
Jaws 3D. An all-new dimension. In an all-new adventure. And for the first time, the terror of Jaws will not stop at the edge of the screen. Jaws 3D. The third dimension is terror. Rated PG. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
What's that?
That's my cola nut.
Your cola nut.
Yeah, this little fella is what all colas start with, but he was born pretty much caffeine-free.
Pepsi's a cola.
Like's a cola. The difference is Pepsi adds caffeine. Like doesn't. Like is 100% real cola from the cola nut.
Delicious.
That's it.
Where'd your cola nut go?
It's sleeping. The star needs his rest.
Like cola is what cola should be like.
Looking for an alternative for your summer vacation? Well, we've got some ideas for you.
Roll down the river. We'll find out about it tonight at 6:30.
Larry Moore on Channel 9 News.